Oh, hello and welcome. So today's conversation is about things that you should not say on the first date and questions you should not ask a rich man on a first date. Now, what are the things that you should not say on the first date? First, let's start. Um, the first thing that you should not say, or the question that you should not ask a rich man on a first date. But really, this is about all men, not just rich men, but here we're thinking rich. So, so the question you should not ask a rich man on a first date is, um, are you married? You should not ask this question because he shouldn't be married anyways if he's on a date. But if you're suspicious of his status, you should wait till after the date to ask him this question because you don't want to ask that question during the date. You don't want to ruin the date. So wait till after the date to ask this question. And chances are he may or may not be married and you can handle it there. So that's how you handle that. Now, what else do you not say on a first date or do you not do? Well, you do not bring up religion on a first date. Let him be the one to bring up religion. Do not be like discussing religion because you're on a date. It should be easy breezy, carefree, or beautiful cover girl. Yes, that's what it should be. Not heavy discussions about religion or politics because you should just accept politics. Just say you accept politics, you accept people and their views and such. Keep it positive, but he should be the one to bring it up. So, yes. So, the other thing that you should not discuss on a first date is you should not talk badly about your ex. You should not be saying negative things about your ex. If you're, in fact, you shouldn't even be talking about your ex, period. But if you're going to be talking about your ex, you should say positive things. So that way, your date, he knows that if he were to build a relationship with you or have a marriage or whatever, you wouldn't be talking negatively about him. And if you're talking negatively about your ex, then that says that you attracted this person into your life. So, what does that say about you in your date? So, he's thinking about these things. So, if you're going to say anything negative about your ex, don't say positive things. Say how great he was. And then your date, he can then model that behavior or try to be better because men are competitive. They will want to do what the other men did, or they will want to do better. So be mindful of that. So, another thing that you should not discuss on a first date is talk about your dysfunctional family genes. Like, say for instance, you have an alcoholic uncle, or you have an abusive aunt, or anything of that nature. And now you're talking negatively about your family members, you're airing out your dirty laundry. No, don't do that because that says a lot about you, that he's thinking, oh my God, the dysfunctional family genes. Maybe he may not want to be part of that. So you may want to be mindful of the things you say about your family because you're on a date. Now is not the time to be discussing these things. A first date is not a good time. So don't. Now, there are a lot of dysfunctional families. So a first date is not the place to discuss your faulty, dysfunctional family genes. So the next thing you should not be talking about, overly talking about, of course, is your spirituality. And by spirituality, I don't mean religion, because religion is different. Spirituality is a personal path that you take, it's a journey. So by spirituality, I mean, you should not be talking about your, maybe your third eye, or your kundalini energy, or how about your chakras, you, how you need, oh my God, I need a chakra healing right now, or I need a chakra there. In fact, he shouldn't even know about your chakras. So so do not bring that up, because you're on a date. Now is not the time. It should be easy, breezy, beautiful. So, yeah, do not, and also do not be a spiritual Christmas tree. Like you wear a like your spiritual jewelry, maybe around your neck or in your hair, or you wear like a ring on every finger, like a ring on all 10 fingers. Don't do that. Don't be a spiritual Christmas tree. Um, yes, because you're on a date. Let it be easy, breezy, beautiful, and you'll have a wonderful date. And you can always do that after the date, but just remember that you're on a date. Okay? So those are the things that you should not say on a first date or do. So I hope you have been inspired by this conversation, and be inspired. Bye.